I lost family support. I lost friend support. I lost my relationship. I dropped out of school. It was just me and my iPhone. And I had to make it happen. And she's got a low budget.
My family didn't have money to afford like a camera and stuff, but like I used to always dream about like making commercials, making skits, doing this, doing that.
In you.
It was always in me.
My biggest goal at the end of the day is to make you say, that's it.
Yeah, because it's true.
I always tell people that. I want you to, Black women push the market when it comes to money.
Yeah.
The economy financially is pushed because of Black women.
And I started this podcast in December.
Girl, you did.
And we've had 10 brand deals reach out.
I lost a relationship that I thought I was going to be with forever because they came home one day and asked me, so when are you going to be done doing this content stuff?
Ah, man. And because I grew up where men are the provider. I know you.
Wow.
Yep.
First of all, when I started my first podcast, do you know how many hours? I used to cry setting it up. I used to be like,
yeah,
I don't have anything to talk about anymore.
I don't have it in me.
I had to script it, set it up. I had to pray the neighbors weren't banging at the top of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to the mic and you're dehydrated.
Look.
This is all set up.
Yes.
It's Diva ready.
It's Diva ready. 2 mics, 2 cameras. Well, they usually have 3, but I told them ahead too. But what they do, so such co-working space is in collaboration with Just Press Record. Just Press Record, they are like this mobile podcast setup studio kind of thing, and they're based out of Austin, but they find spaces with underutilized rooms.
Yeah.
And this just used to be a founder's lounge, but it wasn't used that much. So then I was like, you guys should turn this into a podcast studio.
It's so good, like the wall,
Yep.
the light, like it's so
and this part is new because they actually the guy that runs this just texted me and was like, we upgraded the studio. Let me know how you feel. And I'm like, I see the panels.
Y'all got money.
Let me just.
Ooh. And this is Sesh.
Mm-hmm. Sesh co-working.
I gotta come to Sesh.
Very creator friendly. They love creators.
Wow. Okay, let me be serious. Let's go. I'm locked in.
Oh man, locked
good
in.
mics,
I locked
road mics.
out.
Okay.
Grown as hell.
They got money.
They
got no roaches or nothing.
No roaches or nothing. And members only pay $50 an hour.
Okay, this is very good to know for me.
Yes.
This is good to know. All right.
Dope, right?
What are we yapping about today?
You know what's so funny? Why was I nervous when you accepted it? I was like, I want a real boss.
So excited. I was like, oh my God. I love being a part of anything somebody calls me to do. Like, that's just my thing. It's like, what you doing today? Okay. I'm not doing nothing.
I've been keeping with a lot of stuff, but I got to give you your first formal welcome. So first of all, welcome to Contact to Cash podcast.
I'm so honored.
Key. We met years ago, actually, at Bald Kitty.
Mm-hmm. At the Bald Kitty.
At the baldest of them all. And... all right. I'm trying to lock in. We're going to lock in. We're going to try to lock in.
It was a good night, though.
It was a good
disco party
night.
Right?
Look, it was choosy twos. Shout out to Jordan. We had Jordan here a few weeks back.
That was his party.
Yes.
That was his disco party.
It was.
What a time.
It was. It was a Scorpio night. Truly. And then somehow we get reconnected again, but I didn't realize, like, oh shit, this is her.
Mm-hmm.
When we went to Joe and them's private dinner.
Yes.
Like, but we just kept crossing paths, and I'm like,
is.
This girl belongs in my life somehow. Like, what's going on?
To be. That's gonna be fun.
That don't happen. That doesn't happen that much to me.
Really?
Like
just meeting people, like
the way that I kept like running into you, like, and it got more intimate and more intimate and more intimate,
which is perfect because, as you know, like creators be they be weird. People be weird, and it's like you gotta watch. And also you have to really trust the person who is introducing you to new people. Like, Joe's a good person. Iman would talk about you and what you were doing with your app because you have an app. And I used to be like, who has an app? Like,
who has
an app? And you know what's so crazy about me even learning about you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you heard of the app Nova.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Yep.
And I remember not telling anybody.
Yep.
I was like, this is such a genius thing. Why
Yeah.
don't we have this in the US?
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned it to Iman, and she literally introduced me to you not even days later. And I was like,
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Then I met you at Joe's dinner. And I'm like, let me not talk. You know, she might not remember me. You know, respect. I'm just here. I'm working the room.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, this is the person I met the other day. Like, I said, let me talk. You know, talked a little bit. And then we kept seeing each other. It's almost like we were meant to just yap.
Yeah.
We were meant to yap.
We were meant to sit and yap. And I was telling Joe, I was like, I could totally see Key coming on the podcast a few times.
No, I would love to.
You are always evolving. You are not the creator that's just doing the same old shit.
Yeah.
But we got what really got me interested in you outside of just literally always running into you was that you be talking that shit for real. Like, you do not hold back. And I really fuck with your content, like, because you're really speaking the truth. Like, I've watched all your videos probably 6 to 10 times prior to this episode, just so you can show that you're well studied.
Thank you.
I see how you're passionate about how creators are turning into production houses, at least the ones that are.
This is a production house right now.
Right.
This is a production house.
Right.
You are a production house.
I am. Gem Social is truly a production house. So I felt that because I was like, you know what, it is true. Like, but I didn't even see it that way. And then I thought, you know what's crazy? Like, I used to write plays growing up. Like, I've written 17 plays.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I directed them. I was in 5th grade.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So I did that. My family didn't have money to afford like a camera and stuff, but like I used to always dream about like making commercials, making skits, doing this, doing that.
In you.
It was always in me.
I say that all the time. People don't understand, like, I was a real big writer growing up.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that because they see me as like videos and editing.
Yeah.
I like to write. You know, like I was incredibly shy when I was little. I didn't talk. So this is a whole new person. But often I think when you get into your bag in your creative lane or in any industry, you literally go back to your childlike craft. Like, essentially, you are writing plays, Brie. You are like a conductor of your production through your app, through your 17 businesses. Let's start there. Brie got all the jobs. You got all the jobs. Well, we can't find none. She got about, you need a realtor? What you need? What you need? What you want?
What do you need from me? I've likely have done it.
That's my type of person. Anything I say, it's like, girl, I got a person for that. Or I could tell you what to do. Problem solver energy. That's why it just goes back to you not only being like a playwright, like you're really a conductor.
Yeah. That is, which brings me back to why I know you keep popping up into my life, because I'm like, you truly are helping me learn more about myself through your content. Like, and I love that. So I thank you for.
I try.
This means a lot to me.
It's like therapy.
Oh,
I'm gonna
big red chair. Charge me, please. Well deserved. Take it. Put on my spirit card though.
Period. Okay.
Delta
she
United.
Know where to go.
You know, one of these things.
Points, flights. She knows
anything but my debit. Okay.
Okay.
So, Key, for the people that don't know you, which is so unfortunate for them.
I know.
Let's give the people a bio. Yeah. Like, let's talk about you.
Spitfire, like random Spitfire.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm a content producer based out of Houston from New Orleans. I have to always make sure that is known.
NOLA.
But I went to school for journalism.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't know, I never finished college. I dropped out my senior year because I felt like it was a waste of my time.
Senior year. Oh, shit.
I dropped out, and that's really, I'm always hesitant when I tell people because go to school. Kids go to school.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I was entering the phase where being a journalist was no longer cool, and it was easier for you to go and make internet money.
Yeah.
But I still had boomer parents who were not supportive of internet money because it was inconsistent. I lost family support. I lost friend support. I lost my relationship. I dropped out of school. It was just me and my iPhone, you know, and a ring light. And I had to make it happen. Sometimes I look at where my life is now and I'm just like, what in the world? You know, because in being a creative, you have to literally evolve at the drop of a dime. You have to, it's the power of the pivot, I always say. What started off as me being a journalist has now landed me at being a content producer who reports on the creative economy. Isn't that just a journalist? Isn't that just a journalist? This is why you go a little crazy being a creator, because it's just a pipeline. It's never ending. So, you know, me coming from that background, I just loved curating campaigns. I am the aesthetics queen, you know. You talked about wanting to make commercials. That's all I wanted to do growing up as well. I see ideas in commercial. You can tell me an idea right now and immediately I'm going to curate a campaign in my head. You give me 5 seconds. I already got it. And then I'm going to be asking, what's your budget? Because I'm down. I'm already geared up for it.
Do you think asking what's your budget is limiting to yourself?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm going to be honest with you. I send my budget proposals first before I even ask the budget. If we homegirls, you know, I'm going to ask. But if I don't know you, I'm going to just send you this proposal. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And can I just quick PSA? If you don't have it, leave people alone.
Yeah, facts. Like, let's start there.
We
because
really need to drive that point.
I pitched another creator who has another storytelling series, Bri. Shout out to Bri. And she's she has a series called I Know I'm Pretty, but what the fuck does she do for real? And it's true. Like, a lot of people see,
that's good.
Like, genuinely that she's a pretty girl. They see her around all these influencers. They also see her around like Monica and like all these other celebrities and rappers. And she's always behind the scenes. So people really don't know what the fuck she does.
Yeah.
But they know it's in content and influence and marketing and like some of that sort. So now she's finally, and she's very reserved. So now she's finally getting into what she does. She's a video editor. How she got into this, like, been making 6 figures since I think like 22. Me and her are only a year apart. So she's 28. And people are really about to tap into these reserved creators. So I had pitched her and I said, you know, I would love to see how we can get Jem into this. And she was like, what's your budget? And I said, no, just tell me your price. I'm not letting any creators give us the, you know, opportunity to tell them our budget because we don't care. We'll figure it out, you know? And I think that's what creators need to hear. Like, we have these fiscal budgets or whatever may be, but we can always take money from the March and April to front load it now and, you know, invest in creators, which is what we want to do. So we just told people, stop asking us what our budget is. You don't give a fuck and we don't care to share, right? So let's like get to it.
You know, I really want to commend you for that because oftentimes I talk about how predatory this industry can be and exploitative to your intellectual property. That's your brain, you know, that's all you have. And I just think, wow, Gym Social is like ahead of its time because truly, if we want you, we're gonna go get the money. In any other industry, if we want it, we're gonna go get the money. And so it just really helps put the power back into the creative's hand. And that is something to be so proud of. Like, I commend y'all.
And that's actually why we're rolling out our pitch feature on the opposite end now, where creators get to pitch brands now. Because now y'all is back in y'all hands, right? You know, y'all can pitch whoever y'all want. Y'all can request a brand and we'll go get the contact info for y'all now because we're plugged in with all these APIs, you know? So it's like, if you're like, hey, I want to pitch, you know, Red Bull music, right? You know, Red Bull Records. Okay, now we have a team that can go just get their partnership managers information and stuff. And now we put it back in your hands, you know? So it's like, we do want to put the power back in creators' hands because that's where it was in the first place.
Exactly. And it's just that loop that I'm talking about. The creative economy is going in such a loop at such a rapid rate. I feel like we're on the same page when it comes to catering to how can we be of service to do things better. I like to call myself a creative activist,
please,
a cultural anthropologist, if you will. And it's really saying the quiet part out loud. You know, like we get to, for a season, it was all those cute videos. Like, come with me to work. Come with me. I'm going on set today.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? My invoice hasn't been paid, and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
And
I'm mad.
And this is actually my fault because I need to learn how to do things better.
Yeah.
So how can I negotiate better? Like, who do I go to for that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's an app called Gym Social.
Yep.
How do I align my brand so that they and me and them can work together to help? So
right.
The power is back into my hand. Like, I don't want creatives, especially people coming in and being nervous, say the bad part out loud so someone can help you faster.
Right.
Because trust me, those unpaid invoices, that'll...
And people forget we have creative advisors.
Yes.
Like, you know, so if it's like, even if people just need advice, like, hey, I'm having this problem and, you know, I am not getting paid on time and what should I do? And like, you know, we can actually work and help y'all. Yes. So it's like, okay, this is what we could, you know, what we would do, you know, what we would expect. So we do want to be a really intentional marketplace, right? Because a lot of these other marketplaces that just help creators get gigs, they don't care about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just, a lot of them are just influencer contacts or brand contacts. No, we actually have developed it with so much intentions. I've spent sometimes 20 hours just coding just to make sure the intentionality's there. Yeah, I redid my office just because I was like, you know what?
Lovely home.
It needs to feel motivating because I'm building the best tool for creators to win.
An ecosystem out of your home.
Out of the home.
You know, like
out of the home.
It's so innovative. I'm never going to stop giving you your flowers every time I learn more about Gym Social because, again, it aligns so much with what I yap about daily, which is being a creative crash out. You know, it's because I am truly crashing out. Yeah. And I'm crashing out with every week there's something new on LinkedIn that they want us to get with. Like, I never was on LinkedIn. Yeah. Somebody had to force me to get on LinkedIn.
I can see.
Maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Instagram, TikToker. A little bit of net, a little bit of
right.
You know, I'm.
Do you have your crash out diary on LinkedIn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I just started putting it on LinkedIn because someone who is more LinkedIn corporate heavy suggested it. They were like, "This belongs in a space where the executives can hear
the decision makers.
The decision makers need to hear that." That's true. You know, we're gonna enjoy it, but they need to hear it. So it's everywhere.
Yeah, we're like, I get it because like I am more heavily on LinkedIn as a decision maker.
Yes.
But I'm also on Instagram just in general, like we all are. But I agree, like it's like the relatability is gonna be there, but the decision makers need to hear it because they need to be like, you know what? Huh.
My biggest goal at the end of the day is to make you say, huh. I that's it.
Yeah, because it's true.
I always tell people that. I want you to chuckle and then I want you to leave with, huh. And then I want you to save. People think my biggest goal is to go viral or like it's cute, but I really want to challenge the conversation. Yeah. Because I am so sick of arriving at so much friction and we're all having the same talks when we all kiki with each other. Like this happened to me and then that person did that.
And
now
also like
to go to work anymore.
And also like shit's not funny.
It's not
like
funny.
Like you
I need to be paid.
Yeah, like you make it like humorous, relatable, serious, like all the same things.
I'm gonna take you on a roller coaster.
Yeah, right. Which I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
But also at the end I'd be like, shit's really not funny though.
No, like we should really get upset, you know, with everything that's going on in America. People talk about all the time, like we're not mad enough. Us as creatives, we are not mad enough. We have so much power when it comes to making things relevant.
Yeah.
Most importantly, as a Black person. Yeah. And most importantly, as a Black woman. I talked about how Black women push the market when it comes to money. Yeah. The economy financially is pushed because of Black women.
Yeah.
So we are the decision makers, the trendsetters.
Yeah.
Why aren't we aligning with one another? Why aren't we, you know, pulling back the curtain for each other? Giving us the tips. Like, what's your tea, girl? Like, let's have these conversations.
Because they're too busy in survival mode.
You know, and I get that.
Yeah.
I've been there too.
Yep. That's where community comes in, though.
My series is really like an act of service to my community. Like, create conversation in the comments.
Yep.
How can we help each other? Like, I got a homegirl that's a lawyer. You need a lawyer you need to talk to?
Yep.
I'm bringing a lawyer on next week. Like, my goal was always to be a resource. I'm talking to a healthcare expert, how freelancers can get access to healthcare, dental care.
We have that on Gem.
Bro, if y'all, these are things that should be highlighted. I'd love to collab with y'all and highlight that. And a lot of times people need to hear it on the mic. For them to be able to be like, oh,
it's distribution. It's distribution at its finest. Like I was telling, Joe, shout out to Joe, our PR advisor. Always got to shout out my people. I did tell her, I was like, my biggest goal this year is distribution, because it's almost like we're rolling out new features and benefits all the time, but nobody like knows, right?
You're breaking the news to me.
Right. And it's new news. And it's like, that's my goal, is for people to already know this. So now that's where partnerships come in. Like Sesh has our logo in here throughout the space, without us asking, but just like, because we bring creatives in here, we bring in what they looking for and vice versa. And it's also finding those other spaces. It can even be libraries, but it's just like, distribution is a big thing for us, and we have to find where people are looking.
Right.
But sometimes it's hard when it's only on a scrollable internet, where it's like, okay,
about 24 hours to 2 weeks, depending on the platform, to make an impression.
Yeah, and right now, Threads is our best one. Like, it's like holding a conversation for us.
Girl, I just got on Threads like yesterday.
Girl, they would love you.
Threads where the job's at. Let me just
Threads
say
is
that.
where the job's at.
Threads is where the contacts are.
Yeah.
It's like millennial LinkedIn.
Yes, it is. Threads, I love. I love building a new audience on Substack. I'm building While Black on Substack. And LinkedIn is still there too, depending on what kind of roles or opportunities that you're looking for. But like down to like content producer stuff, like we always get stuff sent to us via LinkedIn, where they're like, someone looking for this, and this. Like Fundmates, I had a contract with them. They were looking for, if I had known back then.
We know, we locked in.
Yeah, like they were looking for a content producer. It was like a fucking $60,000 contract for 3 months of work. So the money is there.
You got to get me in them rooms, Bree. I'm tired of being in survival mode, Bree. Bree, I'm on my last leg.
We're gonna lock in,
morning, y'all. I'm trying.
We're gonna lock in, but that just tells me it wasn't in alignment. Because had I already known you at the time, then it would have been. But who's to say that would have been the right thing?
I think I would have been prepared, and I also really want people to understand as a creative. Bro, it's like such a long journey.
Yeah.
Where I am now is so much more like refined and just so much more educated, and I have so much more grace in what I'm doing. I still have an addiction of going fast. A lot of people, that's my one thing.
I mean, your speed is impeccable. My homegirls
always, hey, Key, before you post that, maybe you should, because someone has been using the hashtag Creative Crash Out, and I was feeling a little type of way about it. And I was telling my friend, and she was like, before you do that, before you get on the internet and say something, own it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about ownership. You always say in all these videos, what's the status of the trademark of that?
Right.
How can you own that before somebody jumps in? And I was like, thank you so much for talking me off the ledge, because as Black people, we gon' hey, I said stop doing it now. It's mine. And she's like, who's to say somebody don't come in and just take it out of spite? And I said, you know what?
Yeah, and the domain and everything. Yeah, I can see that.
Like, this is something that is my baby. This is something that I'm willing to do everything and anything to protect. Even management started reaching out to me. Like, it's been crazy, the feedback. We're going to keep about it after this, because it's a key. And I've only posted 6 episodes.
That's it, though.
6 episodes. And Crash Out originally was supposed to be a mockumentary digital series.
Mockumentary.
It was literally...
Run that back. What's a mockumentary?
It was supposed to be a mockumentary. It's supposed to be like the modern day The Office.
Right.
And episodes are planned. It's just sitting there waiting for funding. Hey, if anybody, we help us. Help me help you. But it had to go on a pause. And then the videos you guys see now is just from me not taking no for an answer. Like, I'm like, we got to just develop this in a different way. I don't care if I'm the only person filming, producing, scripting, editing, whatever. That's just me. I can't sit still.
What would it cost to fund something like this?
So in the original script, plan, everything, and so many people were down. It was only $500
per episode
in total.
What?
I had so many yeses. Yeses.
But you see, I'm not a process thing. I could have gave you $600.
Listen though,
for a tip.
I had an emergency. I had a health emergency, and that's another thing people don't understand as a creative. It's like when you're self-funding and you want to kind of keep things on the lap, you gotta. Your health gonna come first. Like I had, It was medical and it was incredibly expensive. And you know, when you love something, it was soul crushing. Telling the crew that I had developed a crew. I'd never had a crew. You know how it is when you got people hype with you.
Yeah,
I had to tell everybody we have to reassess this later. Now, mind you, I told you I'm addicted to going fast. So once I done slowed down, everybody's now having these conversations with me, like, "Hey, I think this was best." You know? And so first I was upset. Yeah. Then I took the holiday break to digest, and I said, if you had the money to do it for real,
right,
what would you do? And that challenged me. Like, that challenged the thought. Not only do I get to, what I'm doing now is like a case study. You know, I put these videos out for y'all, and I'm hearing the feedback from y'all. This is now episodes.
Right.
You know, this becomes like my research for what the people really want to see. What do they relate? Right. Where do they not relate? What video did the most well? Got the most saves? And it's just like, so when I tell you mockumentary, that's where we are now. Right. Versus what we were doing then, nobody was really that tapped in to compared to when I had to pivot.
Yeah.
And where I am now, refinement, grace, just slower, smarter, not excited anytime I get a DM, like, oh my God, like, don't get me wrong, I'd be a little gags, like, the blue checks rolling and they be blue checking, and I'd be like, oh,
because they're really good,
they in there, because it's no matter who it is, we all have been in a space as a freelancer, as a creator, where we have been fucked over. At the end of the day, I want you to meet me there. How can we prepare the next generation? Do you know they are pushing out, they took arts out of the school and they put it back in when it was profitable.
Yep.
So I think of me in college dropping out because they didn't have resources for where I'm at today. Right. And then I think about the students that are there right now who are so eager and so excited. Do they know how to read a contract? Do they know how to send an invoice? Do they have boundaries to get on set? And when there's scope creep, you're able to say, hey, no, I didn't agree to that. Do they know clauses? Do they know terminology? Like, we have to help them because they're pushing them out.
They need to remove these bullshit electives and start putting in like business law, accounting, contracting and negotiating. Like, they need to have real classes. My nephew is in school right now learning God knows what, that has nothing to do with cybersecurity right now. And I'm like, but if he was learning like accounting and this and this and this, it would be nice that he could be in a position where when he graduates, that either A, he goes for his internships and goes, into his career and then whatever it may be, or if he wanted to start his own company, that he would feel confident in doing so.
Exactly. I have one issue, and it's sometimes...
Why the fuck is he taking playwrights?
I have some issues with older millennials at times, because older millennials sometimes feel like we must work harder. We must grind because they did not have it easy. And I don't understand the infatuation with working harder when
I don't either.
Had access.
My mom never cared for that, and she's a Caribbean woman from Harlem, New York. She's born in 1959, and she's a Leo.
That was everything you need to say. So with that being said, when I hear people, that I've worked beside who are older than me, who don't understand what I'm doing, can't compare, they often need 6 people on their team to help them post one video that they want to shoot in their bathroom at their home. And I'm oftentimes like, we are wasting time and resources. A lot of this starts with you. Like, you need to be confident that you can go in that room, write your script, turn that phone on, and say what you got to say, do what you got to do.
Yep.
I saw a viral TikTok the other day, like, we got to start doing things ghetto again. And I don't like that we're using ghetto, but we got to get messy again. We got to bring grit
get in the mud
back.
for real. Like,
we do not always need everything. Like, you can, I shoot those videos in my home. I always wear black. These are like my main things. I shoot it in my living room.
Yep.
I always wear black. I am always well scripted. I have the phone with the script sitting right there. I literally give myself 45 minutes to make this happen without overthinking it. Then I go into editing. And then y'all get it.
Honestly, even at times I overthink the actual short form content part, because I actually just got into, okay, let me script this out and see how I can like read the script and stuff, because I kind of do stuff off my head. And I'm like, okay, I want this to really tell a story, so I got to get more organized. But that's pretty much it for me. That's pretty much just it. And I agree, like, you do need to get messy again. I started this podcast in December.
Girl, you did.
And we've had 10 brand deals reach out.
We've had several episodes dropping every day. I'm just like, girl, what? See, and that's me. I get competitive. She going fast.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go fast.
And it's just, and it's like, it'll be the same episode and just different short form clips. But like, now you know what's behind it. This, which is $50 an hour.
Amazing.
$50 per video edit. Like, so we pay $50 for each episode to be edited, because just Press Record will edit it for us.
Wow.
So that's already half of the work done. All I have to do is show up. Then we get it. I put it through Opus Clips to get the best videos. Now
it cuts up.
Yeah, it's $30 a month.
Wow.
Claude just released Claude Cowork. Now you can do a Claude Cowork, so I'm about to check that out, and it'll actually do a lot more video edits for you. So I'm going to experiment with that. But I saw that in the release. But it's just like, it's just a research.
But
it's systems and research, and that's what I did in my last 2 weeks of December. Is I just did the research.
Yeah.
And I took off from consulting and everything else, and I said, let me just do the research. It took me 2 days to put together a plan.
I'm telling you, and that PhD, it'll slow you down.
Oh yeah. Because I heavily
tell me about it. Don't even
get
started, girl.
The ADHD be whooping my ass, and don't let me be neurodivergent on top of it. Like, I get it.
Don't let me be aggravated that week. I'm having my little antisocial week right now, so I'm having a good time with you. But girl, I
feel that though.
When I get home,
look,
people don't want to do the research, and that's also what makes me very sad.
Because people don't want to be bored.
People don't want to do the work. They want to. I've worked with so many people that actually they will give you the money, and it's like, go make it happen, like go make me interesting, and I'm like, but. the pause, the quiet. No, I really want to be serious when I say this.
It's true.
I love people, and you're interesting.
Yeah.
You just don't believe that. So then you expect me to curate it so we can post that later. But I'm just like, but you're interesting to me.
You are very, exactly.
I'm so interested in this conversation we having. I often feel bad sometimes when I talk to people or work with people. They make it seem so dramatic, like, Key, I could never, but it's really not that deep.
Overthinking it.
Once you let go and realize we are all just on a floating rock.
Yeah.
And once this becomes the only thing that sustains you and pays your bills, all that other shit really go out the window. I got to pay the light bill, girl. I got to get up here and talk on this camera.
It's also perspective, because the first time I ever made $1 with Jem, I knew I could make $1 million. And the first time I ever made $1 in my career, I knew I could make $1 million too. Like, it's like, so anything and everything, I always knew if it's possible, I could take it as far as I want to. There's tons of money to be made, but do you like it?
And this is going to be a vulnerable moment. Today, I woke up and I did not.
You won't like it every day.
Today, I hated it.
Yep.
Today, I kept thinking about me 10 years ago. I was just
But I do believe that you generally, overall, love...
Right now, I love it.
Right?
In this moment, I'm delighted talking to you. And it's like... I hate to say it, it's a marriage. It's a dance when it comes to being a creative. I fall in love with every project I do. It's often disappointing when it doesn't work out, because I'm like, I loved you. Like, I really love what I do. And sometimes it's like a spouse for me. And sometimes it has caused me relationships. Yeah. Don't even let me get into that, because it does get on a pedestal. And I don't want it to sound like it's obsessive, but it's a passion. Like, I'm passionate about what I do.
Prioritize.
Yes. A lot more than a lot of things. Not even a man, not even a girl, like not even my family.
I had struggles dating. Like when I moved to Houston, I was really going all in on Gem, but all in meant I moved in with my mom. I started over. I've never had a problem with starting over.
Same.
I operate like a tech white boy. I always say that. I've always had the mindset of whatever gotta do next. Don't care about girls. Don't care about
at all.
Y'all didn't make me happy anyways. So like,
it's not gonna last anyway.
No. So
next.
And there was always that judgment of like, but what why discount this? And I was like, hey, if it's meant, it's gonna come. But like, I literally put in all that effort and time, and the next thing you know, when I got the condo, and people are seeing Gems featured on this and featured on that, and the income report, and all those girls who was making fun of me
want to
come back, and I was like,
it's a nice condo.
I say, but baby, you only gonna be bent, not bought. Don't want you.
Exactly. No, like, exactly.
Don't want you.
Your work. Girl, when I tell you, when I got that downtown apartment, look. I've been having fun, but I like what you said. Like, we're here for a good time, not a long time. And what I am working on truly, to me, feels like I'm on the cusp of something that can really change and innovate the community that I'm set up and I'm into. And so it's just like that. If it's meant to be, it'll work out. Yeah. I don't think it is, Diva. So I'm going to have to let you go and send you on your way for the evening.
And it's so interesting hearing it from your end, just because, obviously I follow you, so I know that men. Men. Jesus. Men. And because I grew up where men are the providers. Mm-hmm. So like, when I see men kind of like, and that's probably what it is too. Like, men are supposed to be providers.
Yep.
But they also have this fear when a woman's working harder than them.
It never works. And girl, don't even get me started on this. It has never worked. I told you, I lost a relationship that I thought I was going to be with forever because they came home one day and asked me, so when are you going to be done doing this content stuff? Verbatim. And I remember I was like, but I really think I have something going here. This is early stages.
Did he think he was going to work less harder if you ended up becoming a journalist?
He was like, when are you going to let this go? It's time for us to like settle things down. It's, men have a biological clock. And when they start taking...
Was it this Louisiana?
Louisiana man,
Yeah.
And it wasn't never meant to be, like, God bless. But still, from that interaction.
Because these Louisiana men.
Oh, they want to marry you first.
My dad's from New Orleans, so I understand. Like,
that's why you're here.
They like a domesticated woman. That's why you're here. So I'm like, oh, I see.
They love a domesticated. And I to a fault, I love my Louisiana men. It just is what it is. Mm-hmm. But I started dating men out here in Houston, right? And that was the thing. Everybody has something they're working on. Yeah. And then now you're in relation with someone who feels like their thing is more priority than your thing. Yeah. And that was new because I was like, oh no, my thing is real good. Like that's my thing got this space.
Exactly. Your downtown place.
My thing is the reason why you're sitting on this couch. Like, this thing is
my couch
running the program. My expensive couch. That was an expensive couch, okay? It's my pride and joy. And men, I just don't. I'm in my era of I've worked so hard for the last 10 years to really get in the motion of my career. And I'm trying to learn how to soften and be more open and be more inviting and really like figuring out what I like, what I want to date outside of just because, again, our work becomes like our husband, our wife. Like, it's like, I kind of want to take a break with you and, you're working fine. You all right.
Right.
Now let me go out here and see what I like, what I don't like, because I keep running into, I feel like competitors. I just want a safe space outside of the creative economy. Y'all heard I be crashing out. I need somebody to be like, hey, girl, eat something every now and then. Hey, we're going to log off the weekend. Because I was on the way here, I'm on the phone saying I did not schedule not one break.
Yeah.
For the next 2 weeks. I just came back in town and just like said yes to every meeting, everything. I'm like, yes. Let's go. I took 2 days off.
Sometimes that slowdown does prepare for that.
Exactly.
Those yeses.
I'm fast again, but I'm learning. I just turned 30 not even 2 weeks ago. And I'm just like, how can we prioritize our self-care?
That frontal lobe for 30s.
Man, it's like
formulating for me because mine's coming up. And I feel that.
Girl, it's closing and it's like, do you want relationships? Yes, I am open to that now because I swore off relationships in a serious way to build my business.
Yeah.
3, maybe 4 years ago when I knew I was going to leave corporate and go all in on myself. I was like,
a real relationship going to help you build it, though.
I'm not bringing you with me. Yeah. I'm not bringing nobody. It's just me and I can only be accountable for me. So now that I'm here, I'm like, I'm a little open.
Yeah,
the door's cracking. I'm a little softer. I don't want to crash.
We in the same place because I just put my pinky toe in the dating pool. And I had to realize that someone doesn't have to build the business with me.
Yes,
but they have to understand that I can build both. You know,
can you respect me? And can you respect?
Can you read?
That's it. That's it. You know,
girl,
I just want to go on a date where I don't talk about work.
Yeah.
I think, and then I meet men who are like infantilized with what I do. You know, it's like, dang, like.
And have fun. Evolve.
Just don't want to talk about work. And that's new for me. That is so new for me. I'm obsessed with work. And now I'm like.
I think that is a good challenge though.
It's a big challenge because I don't be liking niggas. I don't be liking these niggas. They don't be interested.
But if you don't talk about work, you really get to see if they really can hold a conversation.
Respectfully, am I interested?
No.
You know, like that. I'm challenging myself. Yeah. I'm like, what am I?
Outside of work, what are your hobbies?
What do I forced myself to watch a movie last night, Brie. That's what I forced. I said,
well, what hobbies do you have outside of work? And that's, but
these are my goals for 30.
Yeah.
These are my things. I really want to box.
Okay.
I want to like beat something. So I'm not like always, work will.
Yes, you gotta put that energy out.
Work just does that for me. Work always, like I am like a finance bro. I really am. You're a tech bro. I'm a finance bro. I'm really like, I should be on industry because I'm very like, we need to figure this out in the deadlines. Right. We need to da-da-da-da-da. But that is like, that gets me going. That's my thing.
Important this year.
I need a separate thing.
Yeah.
Like, I need.
And don't let it turn into work either. Don't go in the boxing thing and then they ask you to be.
I was thinking it. I went to church one time, Brie, and them people was like, we would love you on the marketing team. I said, Jesus, nigga. I can't do nothing. Like,
this is not the followers that he was talking about.
Y'all, I just need Jesus. I just need Jesus bad. I'm crashing out. I don't want to be the church content creator, y'all. Can I just get the word?
Oh no.
That literally happened to me.
Can't even go to church without becoming a content creator.
No. Everywhere I go.
Oh my God, because they do. They see that Crash Out series and think,
I need to talk to you.
I need to talk to her. We're gonna give her a free membership.
Short form you got going on, whatever you want. You want your face done, you want some filler, you want your body, you want your dick.
It's such a hard balance though, because even when I'm seeing on the platform and even for myself, like I don't want to pay for all these AI tools, right? But I want them all. So like when they want to do something, I'm like,
an AI partnership. That is actually something that I have thrown out into the universe. Yeah. I'm like, my biggest thing for Crash Out is to go from, okay, I'm talking.
Yeah.
What's the resources? Like, now you come to my page because I have like, not even just a discount code, but I'm telling you about this brand and why it makes sense for your niche problem. This is the problem. These are things that can help you.
Yep.
Gym Social, we definitely need to do something because everything you're saying, I'm like, that's literally what people talk about all the time. I'm just like, they don't even know enough about Gym Social and all these opportunities. And
it's because it is getting easier to roll out apps and websites now. That is getting more and more competitive. And we just, like, literally 2 days ago, we just launched Facebook ads.
Wow.
We have grown organically this whole time.
Which is beautiful and rare in this economy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, and, because everybody knows I'm raw, we have 6 figures in the account.
Period.
So it's like, well, let's invest. This is the year where we was like, okay, strategy positioning. Like oh my God, I spent like 24 hours literally just sitting in a bunch of coffee shops, like just doing a lot of like new copy, positioning, etc. But it's a lot of investment. We're investing in creators, we're investing in storytellers, particularly though, because when my team brings me the creators that they're interested in, I'm like, why? What makes her content stand out from this content? And because it's not like they only need to be, I think people see a Black woman owning a company and think only Black creators.
Black people.
That's not true. It's a Black owned business, but it's not a Black only business. This is not a fountain in the 50s.
People see me and often think I only want to work with Black businesses. And it's no shade to Black businesses, but I
won't pay my rent.
Because they don't be paying.
My rent is $3,000.
They don't. It's
not enough. It's $2,600, but $3,000 because I throw in extra shit.
It's infrastructure. And for me, I'm looking for infrastructure at this point in my life. And I also want to have a corporate level type of skill set. When I come to a brand and they're interested in working with me, I want to have that language. I want to have that cadence about me.
Yes.
When I'm coming into these rooms. And oftentimes I want to have a team beside me.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, and it's not Black businesses, it's more so small business owners do not have the infrastructure to be able to sustain someone at the rate that I'm going.
Right.
So the goal for me right now, and I agree with you, is let's think bigger.
Yeah.
And broader.
And simply put, I told Joe today, I said, we have to make more money. We have to make more money so we can hire in-house in the U.S., especially Houston too. If we want to hire the creators we want to afford, and we want to hire the content producers, because that's something that my goal in 2027 fiscally is to have a PR team and a creative team. Like, that's what I want, PR, creative, and marketing. So I want us to hit at least, $750,000 this year. So that way we could set aside that money to invest in that. And I was like, so simply put, we have to make more money. And I want Black people to understand that too. Like, make more money so you can pay for good talent. Otherwise, you have to do what I do, and that's outsource. Like,
plus 2=4 every time. Like,
I went at it with the production house yesterday on Threads. Added.
Girl, I got on Threads.
I get cussed out every day.
Oh my God.
Every day. Because this production house in Atlanta was trying to hire a chief of staff / the slash is always with my ass.
It's and manager and this and content
7+ years of experience, all those things, right?
$20 an hour.
Chief of staff / operational manager for $65,000 a year.
But it's 2 jobs.
So I said, I recommend.
So is it 2 checks? That's my favorite thing to ask people.
Is this fractional? Something. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And I was like, hey, like, this is, a lot of this on the roles and responsibilities can be outsourced, by the way, so have them focus on the, the high value things, but also in the same breath, this is an operational coordinator salary at best. Why would I hire someone in India named blah, 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 when I could be, hiring people in my community and spreading the economic what? Depreciation?
You're not paying any bills with that.
In Atlanta, on top of that, Atlanta's more expensive than Houston, has more state income taxes.
Hello.
On top of that.
They eating lamb chops every day over there.
And you got to go into the office every day?
Yeah, see, you would have lost me immediately right there. I'm not going. I gotta drive and gas.
It's a production house. So I'm like,
to be there? Yuck.
And he was like, well, do you have an investment for me? I said, no, but I have advice.
Period. That's a series right there. Oh, don't get me started, girl. What thing
Let's
about
produce
me?
It together.
I'll be throwing them ideas out.
Look.
Did you just say something?
But that's it. And it's like, I'm not coming at Black-owned businesses. But I always say what I have to say online because, one, I am one. And I'm like, this is why I don't hire in the U.S. right now. I know where I can afford and where I can afford it. But also... It was also the response because he was like, I want to work with a Black person. And I was like, you do know there's Black people outside of Atlanta. There's Africa.
There's Black people everywhere. Did you know?
Oh, Key girl.
They are global.
Key girl, they kill me. As a person born in Atlanta, people kill me out there because sometimes they really think only.
And the problem is we're I feel like the creative economy is going too fast. We are building up these things. Yep. Everybody wants a production house now. You're not wrong. We are basically production houses. Anyway.
Exactly.
We were.
Exactly.
But the problem is there's no HR department and nobody is checking boxes that are going to be detrimental to them later down the line. You cannot just open up a production house or sit in front of the mic and say, we're opening up a production company. I'm so excited for you guys to be a part of it in this journey. It's going to be gritty. It's going to be rough. And then you're not paying people on time. Yep. And you don't understand. Now we're talking salaries. People going to start asking about health insurance. We saw what happened with Turkey Leg Hut. No shade, no tea. But when things happen fast and when things grow fast and you don't check your boxes, oftentimes with small business owners, this is when all the drama starts, you know? It's like, and don't get me wrong, white people go fast too. Yeah. But they check them boxes. Structure. Like, we have to start going back and doing things smarter. When's the last time we talked about lawyers being involved in conversations? Yep. We don't talk about legalities. Yeah. Well, we can't afford the lawyers. Yeah. Did you check to see? Exactly. If you could, maybe find someone who can help you at least 60%?
There's literally platforms out here.
Did you go and do the research to be able to know some knowledge so that you can know the right questions to get there and ask them so that you could at least try to protect yourself until you get that next big check to be able to go in? Like, that is where I'm at right now at 30. 30 is about doing the back work so that I'm not setting myself up for failure.
Did you look up also networking opportunities to be around these people?
I'm everywhere. You know me. Yep. Every invite,
I'm like Snoop Dogg, but when it comes to networking...
Okay, I'm asking questions.
What's with the Jews? I care. I'm always around different sets of people. Indians, Jews, whites, blacks. Exactly. I don't limit myself to only...
Is it Joe?
You come right there. Okay. Oh, no, you're fine. You're good. You're good, man. Got good editors. Come and join the live show. How's it going? But yeah, like, it's like, I don't limit myself to only being around black and white.
Absolutely. I was even thinking about outsourcing for mentorship. Yep. Predominantly non-black spaces. Because I have so many people that I know, but I'm just like, what are the things that I don't know? Like, that's my biggest goal. And again, that's the point behind Crash Out. It's like, what are the things that we don't know? No. I don't know everything. Yes. And I'll be crashing out.
To end this, right? What is the one thing that you want to know this year? Whether it's about yourself or your business.
My biggest goal is to not always be the fixer. I can be the architect of the brand, of the business, of my life, of all the things. Right. But I just want to phrase it. What you said earlier about perspective. I don't want to come off as the fixer. Yeah. I have to always be the architect in every situation that I put myself in. So that's the goal.
You really are the architect of the creator economy.
I try to be, and then you turn 30 and everything is like, I should think of life this way.
4 weeks from now, I will be 30.
We're going to talk about the plans after this.
Oh, we are. We are. I'm going to throw a party. Key, it was so good having you. We got the other Key. We got the girl Key and the boy Key here. I love it.
The keys to the city.
The keys to the city. The keys to the city. And thank you so much for joining Content to Cash. We're going to bring you back in the summer to see how you're doing, or if you're just crashing out.
I hope I'm skinny.
We're going
to talk about that after.
I know I'm going to be skinnier by the shot. All right, y'all.